Have you ever carried a pain in your heart that no one else can see? A wound that doesn't show on the outside, but quietly weighs on your soul every day. Many believers love God deeply, yet still struggle with emotional pain, grief, betrayal, regret, or hidden scars from the past. But here is the powerful truth of Scripture. God never intended for your heart to stay broken. The Bible reveals a path, a quiet, powerful path to real emotional healing. And today, we're going to discover it together. We live in a world full of emotional pressure. People carry anxiety, past trauma, disappointment, and silent heartbreak. Even faithful Christians sometimes ask questions like, why do I still feel this pain? Why hasn't God healed this part of me yet? Is something wrong with my faith? But emotional wounds are not a sign of weak faith. They are part of being human in a fallen world. The good news is this. God does not ignore emotional pain. He enters into it. Throughout the Bible, we see people who loved God deeply yet wrestled with sorrow, grief, and broken hearts. And God met them there. First scripture is from Psalm 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This verse reveals something beautiful about God's character. God is not distant from emotional pain. He is a healer of hearts. The phrase, binds up their wounds, is the language of a compassionate physician. Just as a doctor carefully wraps a wound so it can heal, God gently cares for the wounds inside our souls. Healing may not always be instant, but God is always at work. Second scripture is from Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus did not say, come to me only if you are strong. He said, come if you are weary. Come if you are carrying burdens. Come if your heart is heavy. Jesus invites us to bring our emotional pain directly to Him. Not hide it. Not pretend it isn't there. But bring it honestly before Him. Third scripture is from 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Notice the word all. God does not ask us to carry our emotional weight alone. Every fear, every regret, every hurt, every hidden tear. We are invited to place it into God's hands. One truth many believers overlook is this. Healing often begins with honesty before God. The Bible is full of raw, honest prayers. David cried out in grief. Job poured out his confusion. Jeremiah wept openly. Yet God welcomed their honesty. God is not offended by your emotions. He already knows your heart. Healing begins when we stop pretending everything is fine, and start bringing our real pain to God. Another overlooked truth is this. Emotional healing is often a process, not a moment. Just like physical wounds take time to heal, emotional wounds also require time, prayer, and trust in God's care. But the promise of Scripture is clear. God walks with us through that process. If you are carrying emotional pain today, hear this clearly. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. And you are not beyond healing. God sees every tear you have cried. Every silent struggle. Every hidden burden. Jesus understands suffering. He carried grief, rejection, and betrayal during His time on earth. And because of that, He meets you with compassion. The path to healing begins with 3 simple steps. Bring your pain honestly to God. Release your burdens through prayer. Trust God's healing work over time. God may heal your heart in ways you never expected. Through His Word. Through prayer. Through forgiveness. Through His peace. But He will not leave your heart wounded forever. If your heart feels heavy today, remember this promise. God is close to the brokenhearted. He is not rushing you. He is not condemning you. He is gently restoring you. So take a moment today. Bring your pain to God in prayer. Let His presence begin the quiet work of healing your heart. And trust that the God who created your heart is also the one who knows how to restore it.